KFUG. Stick it in your ear.
From trees to rivers to bees to backroom deals, get the latest eco news with host Tom Wheeler and the Eco News Report, a production of K-Hum and Humboldt, airing every Sunday at noon on KFUG Community Radio. You can also find past episodes of the Eco News Report at lostcoastoutpost.com. Stay up to date with Mother Nature and the Eco News Report, Sundays at noon on KFUG.
To the order of Iron Balls McGinty.
You know, when you first hired Iron Balls, I was a little questionable on like his skills as a reporter, but he's really grown on me.
Yeah,
it's my favorite.
And then particularly, I mean, the fact that Iron Balls is like Nicki Minaj's cousin from Trinidad. Oh no, that's Swollen Balls. I'm sorry.
That's one of my favorite scenes from it's a scene from the Jerk. Steve Martin just writing checks, just a throwaway line, paid to the order of Iron Balls McGinty. It's payday at KFUG, so I'm writing checks. 10:24 the time.
And you know,
literally radio gold.
It is right here.
This is radio gold. You know,
this is something has never happened on the air on KFUG.
Right.
I'm sure that's not true.
No, I have never paid you people.
We've done a few like awkward newscasts where like we've been multitasking.
Yeah, but never consciously on the air have I gone live and going, okay, so I'm writing paychecks. I'm writing checks and snapping necks. I don't think that's how it goes.
Is that why you forgot to play the new ID?
No, it's not the top of the hour. IDs happen at the top of the hour. Quit trying to push that thing on me. I'm just, you want your paycheck or you want me to play your little ID thing? Jeez.
Self-promotion.
I know. I'm surprised you haven't promoted your show yet.
Now's the chance.
So what are you doing on Friday at 6? You know?
Probably quietly playing music.
Quietly playing music. That's the name of the show. Persnickety Rose, quietly playing music. Yeah. Shh. That's the promo. Shh.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm on the couch and when I'm behind the microphone, you're just, ooh, Persephone.
Ooh, Persephone.
Oh, you're talking, promoting something. You're promoting our radio station. Ooh.
It just doesn't seem like you're promoting the radio station so much.
Silent emo edition.
Silent emo.
Now I don't know if silence is going to be a great radio program.
Yeah, could be,
but
you're working there if you're quietly playing music.
Well, you just turn the volume like way down.
Right.
And but what you do is like when you think someone's listening and you suddenly jam it up.
Yeah,
because they'll probably like have their volume up really high.
Glass 720 year piece.
Philip Glass?
Philip Glass.
Is it Philip Glass, isn't it? Who's doing
I forget. There's a couple of things. Philip Glass is doing something like that. Here, now go eat.
See,
there you go.
Mind
for your records. There you go. Right
this
there.
Is why I'm all scattered. You're filling checks on the microphone. I like woke up early because we're doing Health Matters later.
Really?
Yeah.
You woke up early?
Yeah.
For Health Matters? You ready? You got questions? Because it is a very special Health Matters coming up at 11 today with PA Lynn Szabo. It's all about the teen clinic.
All about the teen clinic.
So you got to ask hip teen questions.
In hip teen language?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the problem. I'm not a teenager.
I hope that Lynn can rap with the kids. Because if she can't rap with the kids, I don't know what good the teen clinic.
I think what's going to be really cool is like 5 questions get asked and nobody really understands what any of them are.
Hey, for shizzle. That's the answer. It's for shizzle.
I've not seen a kid in like 4 years. So.
I've not seen a kid.
Yeah, my granddaughter had a book that was written all in like emojis and stuff like that.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That's an intriguing idea.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. It's like it's all kind of like that texting emoji language and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it looked like hieroglyphics with smiley faces to me.
That's the modern world to me. It's hieroglyphics with smiley faces. I have no idea what the hell's going on, and it seems kind of sinister.
This is Radio Go. You got one man filling out checks, another man describing emoticon.
Show it. Don't say it.
I just think there's nowhere else you can go for an experience.
That's it. Abandon all hope. There's nowhere else you could go.
That's right. This is it. This is the continuing loop of your personal matrix.
All right. No, hold on. Okay, there you go. There's
Oh,
for
look,
you.
look at that. Oh, my
Look
gosh.
at that.
Wow.
Paychecks. Here you
Wow.
go. Here's this
Wow.
piece
Wow.
of
And I have a
paper.
piece of paper. to go
Came with a
it, too.
complimentary piece of
I like how
paper.
Wow,
Wow,
with
that's
my
a good
payment
deal.
is-
Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. Really piece of paper.
Now you're on some government list. Congratulations.
I can assure you that I was on the government
to
list.
begin with.
I'm pretty sure. I feel reasonably confident that at more than one time in my life I have been on a government list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A few different ones, even.
Maybe, I mean, they never did anything, but I'm pretty positive that I was on a government list.
Oh, 10:28 the time. It's payday here at KFUG, and thanks to the California Endowment. Let me just say that. And drink some coffee. No, thank you for the California Endowment. Of course, there's lots of we've received the lion's share of our funding from the Cal Endow over the last 2 years now, 3 years. I was trying to figure out the timeline because it's Braden's birthday. I saw on Facebook this morning, and I was trying to remember. Okay, when was that? 2017, 2018. You were part of it. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, I've not kept in touch with Braden at all. He vanished off the face
Yeah,
of
I
the
know,
earth,
but time is a line that moves linearly independent of Braden, and I'm just trying to remember how much time.
Well,
we've
no, it
gone.
wasn't 2017 because
No.
that was way back.
That's dumb. That's stupid. Who suggested 2017?
Yeah.
Don't give
Who
that
said
guy.
that?
Don't give that guy a check.
God.
He did not earn his check today. Was it 2017? Thanks for chiming in, loser.
Geezer.
This is such a hostile episode. I recorded
don't know.
this one.
I'm in like this really like pleasant, angry mood. I can't explain it. I don't know why.
Pleasant, angry
Yeah,
mood?
yeah. That's the thing, unfortunately, for
Okay.
some people, and those people are called psychopaths.
The anger is up.
You're going through your Joker
and a
arc.
motivating factor in your life.
It's fun
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
You
no.
gotta dye your hair green, wear purple
Anger
suits.
is a rideable emotion.
Is it right? Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? You bet. It's a fantastic coping mechanism and rideable emotion.
Just
Rex Velvet over here is coping by drinking out of his enemy's skull.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll learn them.
No,
right.
when you've got one of those pleasant anger days, drinking blood out of your enemy's skull,
Oh,
it's
hey.
like, yeah,
Someone had a new KFUG sticker.
Whistling and stuff, walking around. It's got a little umbrella in the skull. You're all, hey.
that's right, exactly.
Is E coming in today? Do you know? Have you heard that E is not coming in today?
I have not heard a thing from Ian.
Okay,
but
well,
say-
I'm going to hold
say
off writing
check.
this check.
he should be.
All right. Well, I have a check for E as well, and a job and a task. We have to redo something we did last week that I didn't. There was a little bit for a video. There's a video version of the story E did for Redwood Voice on SB 823, and it's being edited down.
Oh, good lord, that one? I thought you were going to talk about the Lathrop piece. Because at least that's new.
No, I know, but that's a really cool truck just went by. Sorry. And that's a really
Squirrel.
stupid new truck going by. Just gonna throw things at cars, just based.
Why
Look
are
at the
there
little white doggy. Look at this little doggy over here running down the road.
Also, I just want to say the dumb truck had 3 bicycles in the
I
back.
want that dog. The dog's running down the road all willy-nilly. Hey, Lisa, go save that dog. There's a little white puppy. Looks like a Jack Russell or something running across the street.
I think that's my
You
rat
need to
Cordelia.
cash that check because you got to re-up your Adderall, man.
I'm tired of trying to force things like sanity. Screw it. It's not worth it.
Nah,
Yeah, no, it's freeform. It's
I actually had something
what
similar.
evs.
Whatevs. Whatevs. Those evs? These evs over here? No evs were given. Anyway, it's 10:32 the time. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening on today's show. Lynn will show up and she'll ground
Right.
us. She'll get us back on
Things will happen then.
Because I'm not even part of this. I don't think she likes me anymore.
Right.
I'm not even part of this Health Matters. She wants to do Health Matters with you. She wants to do Health Matters with you. I'm okay, fine. I guess.
Because you didn't read the email.
What email?
Well, because like when you reported, you were like, "Oh, cool, Lynn wants to talk about the thing," and I goes, "Did you see the email?" And you go, "What email?" And then I say, "The one that changes the format of the show."
Are we up to current time now?
We are up to
Okay,
current.
cool. I just
Did you get the memo? Is I think that what that was all about.
Y'all can all sit in.
No. I got the memo. That's what I'm saying. I got the email saying, "Oh, she wanted you to ask the questions because you're the closest thing to a teen
I
that we
guess
have."
so. In like rank proximity wise.
In rank proximity wise? What?
I said proximity wise. I don't know what rank
Oh, I
proximity.
thought you said rank.
You know, I
Who's on
guess
first?
speaking of rank.
Yes. What about rank?
Jesus Lord.
Speaking of rank, go ahead.
Yo, rank, man.
This is just what a woman hears whenever she talks. But sorry, the face that you made really threw me off because you look. That was a lot of emotion at once.
I got a lot of emotion at once. That's me. That's me today.
Next week's Health Matters will be all you.
It'll be good.
It'll be all about emotional.
I'm going to
health.
talk about, hey, I've got like these pains. It'll just be. So, Lynn, what does it mean?
So, Lynn, I
if you
stopped
get a
taking
great
my
night's
medicine.
sleep and you wake up and you just wake up sore, and she can come back with "you're old" is what it means.
Hey, Lynn, can you take a look at me?
Hey, can you just like that exactly? What's this mean? I can't play the violin. Oh. Will I be able to? That's the setup. Will I be able to play the violin? Oh, well. So Lynn's going to come in and talk about the teen clinic. Whatever goes on at the teen clinic, I have no idea.
What
There's a bunch of emojis and, STDs. I don't know what else goes on at the teen clinic.
It's a really cool topic.
It really is.
About STDs, emergency contraceptions, and the services the teen clinic provides, not just to teenagers.
Yeah, that's
And,
right. That's right. Yeah.
I'm very interested in asking: Is this an exception? Is this what most teen clinics are like? Is this a library situation?
I don't
where
know. I don't ever feel welcome there when I stop in for a nicotine patch.
I'm not sure if you're the target audience.
This old guy in the teen clinic. Hey, Lynn.
I think maybe the perennial question of like, do y'all have any stashed Quaaludes might have something to do with that.
There's this guy wearing corduroy to the teen clinic.
Corduroy von Quaalude. He's dropping by the teen clinic. Hi, kids.
Is it Quaalude von Corduroy or Corduroy von Quaalude?
I believe Corduroy von Quaalude has a better ring to it.
Yeah,
This is going to be somebody's first episode, and they are going to think we
They'll
are
be
on
also,
crack cocaine.
also be their last episode. Yeah. Okay.
We have lost listeners today.
And Paul's response to that will be whatevs.
Whatevs, man. When would you write you a check? I'll write you a check. I don't care.
Now here's a challenge.
Checks in the mail.
Checks.
Let's. I have something for a bit of a think tank.
Okay.
I mean, we can expand this.
All right.
Because it's payday,
It is.
and I started realizing like I do a lot of weird tasks. I change my job title like every week just to see if people like notice and see which one sticks. I still don't know what my job title is, nor do I know anyone besides yours. Do I have a job title?
I don't know. Do I? What's mine?
You're like station manager?
You're like
Station
man.
manager?
That's not a job title.
Station manager? People call you that a lot.
That's
so
one
I've
of them.
started
I'm also
saying it,
program director and director. Because we've got the whole like nonprofit thing too.
So you
You're
can
also,
just you
you're
can
also
start collecting
on-call
names.
engineer.
Huh?
On-call engineer.
No, I'm not taking that. I put that more
Technician.
on JD.
Okay.
Yeah. Technician, specialist. Isn't that what they call cannon fodder nowadays?
Right, yeah.
And I'm a specialist.
Spec 4.
You mean? Yeah, I'm not even a private.
Mach 5.
Okay. What's below private? Okay, so yes, I'm sorry. We totally took the. Go right.
No, we're here.
Bring
We're
us
still
back.
part of it.
I think
Okay.
Persephone wants a
So
job
Persephone's-
title.
Oh, a job title. Thank you.
So
Thanks for bringing
Paul's
me back.
Private Paul.
Private Paul. Private or public Paul, whatever mood I'm in.
Or
Whoops.
Sheriff Paul if you're looking at the shoot from the lip card.
I got to share that card. If you have not seen the shooting from the lip graphic card, the show card that Persephone did yesterday while Valerie Starkey's on the air, you're just sitting over there on the couch doing this.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's really good. It's like a spaghetti western, and we're in it. I love it.
It's pretty good. I was going to use it while I was recording this to do something with it, but I don't know how much of this is going to be usable.
Show promo right here. Boom. We can pull.
This
stuff
could be
out of this.
just a minute of you guys going about Quaalude von Corduroy. that'll be the background music,
That's good.
and then I'll
Like
play
that.
my new station ID at the beginning. I had a whole thing about that, but then you guys were all
Okay,
right.
good. You better-
Jesus
you better
Christ!
play
It
it.
just keep coming back up, man. Like
No,
a
let me
bad
finish
fart.
my
Let me get it.
sentence.
No, we got to play your station ID.
I don't want
understand.
you to play it. I want to finish talking about it like a commentary.
I want to talk about it.
I
Quaalude
think
von Corduroy at the team.
because yesterday, when I edited the piece with Valerie Starkey, which you can listen to on the KFUG YouTube channel, by the way,
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of I do things at the beginning and end, so it's not just a blank thing. I put effort into it.
Okay.
And the ending promo, it was the Joan Miles short one, so it was a lot more like brief and abrupt, and that made me think we need more serious, solemn ones. We need very we're news. We gotta have very serious ideas.
That's right.
So is it the storyteller's
It is
ID?
the storyteller's idea. I was
Okay.
dicking around with a voice mod.
All right. Let's listen.
In a world and a land far away but so close, KFUGradio.org. Community radio for the realms beneath and beyond. It is KFUG.
What's my job title now, bitch?
Well, that's the
Okay.
you are the what would be something it's got to have the term gravitas in it. So
Gravitas director.
the gravitas director, the vice president in charge of gravitas.
The vice president of Gravitas.
I have to say, I just feel so inadequate after that.
Right?
You know, it's like now I'm supposed to what?
Are you
live
really-
up to that or
I
something?
know you're all like, oh, for KFUG News, I'm Mike Thornton.
Yeah. God.
That's a thing. It is.
Oh, you could be the General of Gravitas.
The general, you can't. Yeah, General of Gravitas. General Gravitas.
General Gravitas would actually work for, because I had a weird realization.
General-
I actually had a similar thing of last night. I just started getting righteously angry. It's been brewing. This was fun to make, and I'm realizing how fun it is to make fun things and create things in a way that's just. It's nice enjoying things.
Yeah, and that's why when my life turns into spreadsheets and budgets and state phone calls
Right.
and crap like that, I'm like, oh, I want to slip my wrists. I want to stay up and get angry and make fun things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe when you're doing the interview with Lynn today, you could be General Gravitas von Corduroy.
I can put on the voice mod and just do the
I'd be super
Lynn
serious.
Zabo.
Yeah. But you have to do it like you're a
answered the dog.
teenager, trying to project being General Gravitas von Corduroy.
I was gonna. So I have to.
That's tough. That's
No, I
that's
couldn't do it.
So
I mean,
I am Persephone Rose. I need to get into the mind and body of a teenager,
Right.
Don't
and
say that.
then that teenager needs to become General Gravitas.
Yes, exactly. You've got it.
Oh, that does remind me. I do want to make a luchador. Minor,
Oh, yes.
but
No.
I might need some help. I might need some
We
extra
need,
voices.
Yeah, we need.
Okay.
That, we need with that. We have to have mariachi accordion and stuff like that. Oh, absolutely.
Can either of you do the announcer voice? Very passionate over as they're fighting.
In Spanish,
Yeah, if you can.
we'd have to write it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have to mess with that. It was a show that ABC put out. It was called Fridays, and it was supposed to be a Saturday Night Live knockoff, basically, and it was on Fridays. This is when I was in
Well,
junior
that was
high.
creative branding.
Fridays, right? Yeah. But that's where Michael Richards started, and there's a couple of other people who were on it, and it was actually a very good show.
Okay.
And they had the famous one where oh god, Latka from Taxi.
Oh, God, what was it?
Andy Kaufman.
Who became the wrestler
Yeah,
persona
Andy
guy,
Kaufman.
and then killed himself.
Well, no, he had cancer. He died of cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't kill
give
himself.
cancer.
No.
Okay.
No, unless
Yeah,
it was
cancer
for
gun.
that. Andy Kaufman hosted it, got in a fist fight with the producer live on television, and it was one of the things. It's in the movie, and it's a. But I watched all of it. But Friday there was a DJ. They had this skit, and it was a DJ, and he was a Spanish-speaking DJ. And he'd be speaking Spanish, and then out of the midst of it all become Pablo McCartney e wings. So yeah, I could do the luchador announcer. I'd have to warm up a little bit, maybe some tequila.
Yeah. So
Wet the pipes.
is Michael Richards the guy? Was he the guy that was on?
Seinfeld, yeah.
Oh yeah, the one who went nuts on.
Went nuts on
Did
stage.
the anti-Semitic rant on stage?
I think it was
whatever
more
it
than
was?
that. I think he was throwing the N-word around. It was
Oh
all
yeah, he
kinds
just
of
went
stuff.
all the way off.
He was like,
Yeah,
Andrew Dice Clay, which even Andrew Dice Clay isn't Andrew Dice Clay anymore. So it's like, okay.
But whatever happened to Andrew Dice Clay?
I think he could read a room, and he went.
Realized that time had passed.
I'm
right?
done. I'm done here.
Dice Clay was actually taxidermied and turned into. He's used to roll dice. He's Andrew Dice Tray.
Little boy blue. He needed the money.
No.
Yeah, he was gone.
Well, there's that whole,
Yeah.
that whole sort of genre of comics that would just be they couldn't exist today.
Oh yeah,
Right,
gone.
like Sam Kinison, all of those people.
Yeah, so what do you have now? Are folks are Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle the version of that now?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm actually remembering Sam Kinison jokes. I'm going, yeah, those wouldn't fly. How would they know?
But I mean, eventually, what will happen, of course, is that they'll kill comedy. I mean, they'll just kill it.
What are you talking about?
Stand-up comedy.
No.
They'll kill it.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I'd argue it's already dead by the people on stages yelling that there's silence.
You were very definitive on that answer. So I mean,
I don't think. No. I don't think. No, of course not. In fact, I think the more repressive and antisocial, the more repressive that society becomes, and that's really what we're talking about. I mean, if you're talking about, I have a joke. I want to say it. I can't say it in public for whatever reason. If it's society's reason, that's repression.
Right,
Even you might agree
with
it. It might be in good taste. Maybe this joke should, but still, the more repressive things like that get, the more resilient comedy. It always has. The more resilient comedy.
You're right.
It'll pop back up someplace else.
Yeah, right. Wow. But and it'll get more. I know subversive is one word, but they'll get more. Sophisticated at it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to kill comedy. But and then all the different ways that you can perceive it, the different levels of you've got the comedy that you experience in like some club somewhere and nobody ever hears it, if that's even still a thing because of cell phones, I don't even know. And then the kind of comedy that you get on the Tonight Show, and there's different parameters involved with both of those, and like one of them I don't care how it changes, but the other one seems more foundational.
Well, King who outlaws the joke about himself simply opens a new punchline.
There you go. That's it exactly.
Yeah.
Builds the brick
it's like
wall.
that Chinese leader who you couldn't make fun of him, so people started comparing him to Winnie the Pooh.
Right, yeah. Li Xiaoping, he's the leader right now, and you can't. I think Winnie the Pooh is banned in China just because of all the jokes. Yeah. Oh, it is 10:45 is the time. So we've got a big fat news hour coming. What happened last night with the without spoiling the news, but what happened last night with the city council meeting?
Well, it was actually interesting because looking at the agenda, it just sort of seemed like it was going to be kind of like this boring nothing burger. But then they got to the COVID update. And that looked like it was going to be, just kind of the standard fare that we're getting used to as well. And this is the piece. There's a couple of other things I'm going to do out of audio probably for tomorrow. But Jason Greeno decided that the city council needed to stand up for truth, justice, and freedom and write a letter condemning the directive to have hospital and healthcare workers be mandated to take COVID vaccine.
Jesus, man!
I know. It's just so there's that. The other part, which we don't have today, but we'll have tomorrow. So there's some shameless self-promotion. Is Roger Gitlin and Thomas Barnes were the only two public commenters over and over.
Frickin' frack.
Over. I know, it's just... But then, Roger Gitlin...
Who had whose hand up there? Which one was
Both.
The puppet? Oh, that would be a great visual.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bora.
We
need to talk about a...
like a jib jab thing, only with both hands.
A jib jab thing. What's that?
It's where they have they put the heads on people and they're fighting each other. Only anyway.
I was thinking if we could get two ventriloquist dummies that each have their hands up each other's backsides.
Oh, we could do that too.
You
know what I mean? And then have them do some sort of skit together. But anyway, so. One of the really good parts of what happened, and it happened on a couple of occasions last night, was Roger Gitlin decided that he was going to challenge Dr. Aaron Stutz about, COVID and medical treatment and all this. Dr. Stutz made him look exactly like he sounded.
Is that in the piece?
That's not in tonight's. We're going to have that. That's not in today's.
I'm already looking forward to that.
There was so much radio. There's radio gold in it.
Excellent.
Today's is more about the need to fight against the evil of wanting healthcare workers and hospital workers to be vaccinated. So,
Jason Greeno, do you need suggestions for things to fill your time? For useful ways to spend your existence on this planet.
He's not going to meetings. What's he doing all day?
You're pulling a page from Roger's playbook and wasting city time.
Right, and-
Nobody gives an S what you think about this.
He's just in his office scribbling
And
bad
even
ideas.
Roger was very unhappy with Jason yesterday because Jason
the
just was
disturbance
like
of the
sort of
force.
going along with like, letting the city test, have workers, take COVID tests or whatever. But anyway, so the good part is that Roger. So Roger he was on full display of Rogerness last night. So he starts out, okay, like last week, he wanted to ask a question of the city, not Eric Weir, but whoever the woman is,
The council?
I was thinking it might have been the council. And basically they kind of said, that's not how we do things here. You talk to the council members.
Right.
So he apparently held on to that grudge like for 2 weeks, right? And calls them good. Well, and I wanted to speak to so-and-so and she spoke to me and I feel I was disrespected. And it's like,
he was besmirched.
So you're like whining about this still that's like the first whine. Then the second whine is, and we need a bike lane, that goes by my house. It's like, well, okay, a bike lane might not be a bad thing, but it's like, and I keep bringing this up, and it's not on the agenda. Well, okay, around fine.
Roger Gitlin is the kind of guy where Crescent City built a wall, he would climb over it and then demand that to be let back in after he was locked out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So there's that, right? Then to get in this whole thing about COVID, and he's still on the thing about the truck, right? He's still.
Is it still fake?
It's fake. I mean,
Wow.
and
I think he should offer to spend a night in it.
He talks about it like it's a prop, and then he starts getting into the COVID hoax thing, all of this stuff, and Dr. Stutz just goes, okay, boom, 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 and then
it's like that Ray Liotta scene from Goodfellas.
Yeah, then Barnes does the same thing. And Dr.
Jesus.
Stutz says, that's a great question. Let's talk about what people can do.
Nice.
Because he's like, so what do you do for them when they come in the hospital if you don't put them on a vent?
Well, okay, let's go into this.
And he starts going through all this stuff. And he goes, and then they could do things for themselves, like not go into large groups, get vaccinated. I'm going, yes.
He totally judoed them, huh?
Yes, it was judo, and
nice.
It was great. And then it's like going after Eric, where some news. This is news. Today is when the city's going to start its COVID testing for city employees.
Okay, all right,
right. And so there's they're getting the tests, as Eric Weir said. The test, yes, in the land of nothing's ever free, that's true, but no costs are going to the city for any of this testing. It's all coming from other sources. It is not impacting a single dollar of city budget money. But of course, that's not good enough for Barnes. So that's starting today. Then it finally gets to, well, what happens if they don't take the test? Well, eventually it becomes like any other work thing.
Yeah, right.
You were told to do this and you're refusing. That's insubordination. And there's a set disciplinary process.
Right, regardless of whatever.
Regardless of what. That's like the same thing. Hey, the boss says, hey, you need to do that part of your job. I don't want to. Well, okay. If you don't want to, then
go find another job.
Then here's what we got to do, right? But it's just this whole thing of and it's only these two guys, right? Okay, no, it's not like they're getting, multiple people participating.
Yeah.
And it's just these same two guys.
Wastes.
And I'm, and of course, I have a lot of respect. For people like Eric Weir. I think Eric Weir is doing a great job on behalf of the city. But what I'm talking about is his and Dr. Stutz ability to deal with these idiots. Because it's just we were talking. I think you were talking about the other day or yesterday. You couldn't be on the city council, or I couldn't either, because after 10 minutes of that stuff on a good day, I would just turn around and go, WTF, man?
Yeah.
Being
Like,
on the
why
city
don't you
council.
just shut the F up because you're an idiot?
Yeah, exactly. Quit wasting time.
And I'm watching Eric Weir.
Go talk to Jason.
And I'm watching Eric Weir just, like going, okay, I got to do my job. I got to be professional. I got to keep the best for the city in mind. And I have to let this ridiculousness just wash off my back.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Stutz, doing the same thing. And just because it's idiocy. It's stupid. I mean, we'll hear about it. I don't want to go too much into it, but we'll hear about it in the report, right? Jason feels like somehow or another he has to defend. My understanding is perhaps as few as 10 to 15 workers at the hospital who are saying they don't want to get vaccinated, right? So out of everybody who works there, maybe 10 to 15 people are going, I don't want to get vaccinated. So therefore, the entire city of Crescent City has to go. We have to go and write a letter saying, well, wait a minute. Okay, not one part of that discussion last night had anything to do with, I wonder how many people in Crescent City actually think that hospital and healthcare workers should be vaccinated.
Yeah. Which
that doesn't
constituency
even
are you
come
working
up,
for?
right?
Yeah.
Or then they start turning on Mitch Hanna, right? You know what I mean? He's not defending his employees, and it's Blake kind of lays that to rest, but yeah, I mean, it's just this whole stuff of their ideology takes precedence over everything else.
Everything, including the reason their butts are in those seats.
Everything else.
Yeah.
And just watching and listening to these professionals like Dr. Stutz and Eric Weir and just going, okay. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm not trying to say I know what they're thinking. I'm just saying that I know if it was me, I wouldn't be able to do that because I would just go, why are we wasting time having Roger Gitlin make accusations that the refrigerated truck parked at the mortuary is a prop?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I know, but I know. I mean, it's a rhetorical question, obviously, right? I mean, it's and somebody just needs to tell him to shut up. Well, because it's just poison. It's just constant injection of poison.
Yeah.
And he's just so self-aggrandizing with it.
It's the reason he's there and
it's
doing
the reason.
that. Yeah.
It's
like he wants it to be some sort of ideological thing, but it's a base psychological function that he is servicing every time he opens his big, fat, stupid mouth.
I know, and it's just so we have a piece on that today, and I'll get to the Dr. Stutz responds to medical questions about COVID.
I can't wait for that. We may have to play that a couple of times.
There was just so much to do, and I just couldn't get it all done.
Well, thanks for this. I mean, we've got this segment coming up, and we've got something on schools. I don't want to get into that because we're just 3 minutes away from 11 o'clock.
Right.
And Lynn Szabo just pulled into the KFUG compound out there.
Yeah, and maybe after Emo von Corduroy does her interview.
Is that me?
You could ask about the appropriateness of going to war with the state over 10 people who don't want to get vaccinated.
But that's just it. See, and this is the underside of that. This is the underbelly of that snake. Is that our little libertarian Tyke, Greeno, is going to write his letter and get all persnickety and go home and walk around and pace all proudly in front of his wife, Angela. Look at me, look what I did. And that letter's going to be shipped off
and they don't care.
And forgotten.
I know, because they don't care.
Yep,
that's
don't
the
care.
other part. It's like when they did the big thing about spending all the money because of the Boise homelessness decision.
Right.
It's like, why are you spending all this money? Well, because we want to stand up for freedom. It's like, It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You think
and all
you're
you're
making
doing is wasting precious city resources to do this.
You think this is a Zoom meeting in Independence Hall in 1776, right? Yeah,
Right,
no.
yeah. Put on that tri-corner hat with the Star Wars logo on it.
Len Szabo, Health Matters, straight ahead.